Good morning
Good morning.
from two very tired people. I was going to check and see what episode this was. Welcome to episode, I don't
I feel
know.
like 7.
No, I think it's more like 8 or 9
Let me look.
of Knitting in the Northwest. Nettie and I are recording again up at her yarn shop, Applewood Yarn Barn.
Mm-hmm.
And we are recovering from yesterday's Christmas in July cast-on party. It was.
We feel hungover and we
We
didn't even
we
drink.
didn't even drink. I know. I'm
Oh
not. I
man.
don't. When I was younger and in college, I could do this all the time and
I
include
know.
drinking into it, into the scenario, and be able to bounce back. And I was telling Nettie I had to even use concealer bags. They're almost need luggage tags for them. They're so
Yeah,
big.
I didn't get hair done or anything
I,
today.
and she's flying to Disneyland tomorrow, so it's
Yeah.
like
It's been a busy
crazy.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
started yesterday at 10 and it lasted until almost 9,
yeah,
I think.
yeah, because they closed the roads up here,
Mm-hmm.
and at one point we heard they weren't going to open the roads till 9:30, and we're just like, oh,
Pack a bag. Everybody's
I
taking a
know,
nap.
I know, because they do a fun run around here, and but no, I think they opened. It was 8:30, 8:45.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun. A lot of fun people. We laughed so hard.
Laughed
Laughed
so
so
hard.
hard.
A lot of food. We had a lot of
A
food.
lot of food. We did a cookie exchange.
And a skein exchange, I
And
think.
oh my gosh, I
It was
know.
so
Oh, my
fun.
skein.
Mine's
I
in the house, but one of the girls was like, "It really feels like
I
Christmas." It was
know.
so cute. She's like, "Can we do this every month?" I was like, "It's a
Oh,
lot for
yeah.
everyone."
Nettie had Christmas music
I
playing, but
did.
thank goodness the earworms are all gone this morning because I
Yes.
thought, no, I can't do that. But
Yeah.
yes, so if you're in the area for next year, you need to make an
Yeah,
appearance.
third Thursday of July.
Yeah.
Because it's the same. It's when the cherries peak, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when they have a big, like she said, a big fun run. It goes around the loop up here, and so the road does close from like 6 to 8:30. But
And a cherry pit spit contest they have.
uh-huh,
Yeah. And
lots of food vendors.
I have picked so many cherries
Mm-hmm.
at Nettie's house. I think I've done 3 batches of preserves, 3 cherry crisps, 2 pies, um, 4 quarts of Luxardo cherries, and
How do you make those? Those are.
so it's just a little bit of sugar, and I think there was some lemon juice. Oh,
Sorry, he's home today. You never know what you're gonna
we always
get.
thought Bluey was the mascot,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of sugar, some clove, cinnamon, vanilla. I think I threw a little almond extract in there,
They're so good.
cherries, and then you add maraschino liqueur to it. And so I just bought the off-brand because maraschino
Yeah,
liqueur
but
is pretty
it's
expensive. And then
so
you just let it
good.
cool, and then you put it into quarts. And if you're like an old-fashioned drinker or a Manhattan drinker, then you can put the alcoholic cherries into your
Or if you
drinks.
just really like vanilla ice cream with
I'm
cherries on
thinking
top. Oh my
vanilla ice
gosh.
cream with
Boozy
yeah, little
cherries.
boozy
Ooh,
cherries.
yum.
And then I did 3.5 quarts of cherry vodka. I just took the pits and threw them in quarts and put vodka over the top. And I drink, oh, Bluey's going to go over the quart here. I probably have 1 drink a month. So I am set for the rest of my life, I think,
Yeah,
with
no
alcohol in my
kidding.
house. But yeah, so that was fun. Anyway, you're not here to hear about
Our boozy
drinking
cherries.
habits. Yeah. What are you wearing?
This is my ranunculus, my first
Yeah.
ranunculus. It is, I followed the Knitting Stew's modifications. So she did cast it on all 150, but used a size 3 needle with a twisted rib. And that way you don't have any of the increases here, but I followed the rest of the pattern. But I used Bio Balance, which is by BC Garn, and it's a 50 cotton, 50 wool. And it's just really nice and lightweight to wear over a sundress, or it's too sheer to wear on its own, but It's just a real fun. I mean, I had never made
Yeah.
one, so I can't wait to make another. I did a little twisted rib on the sleeves too, and it's just a fun little knit. So BioBalance, and it says it's a sport weight.
Mm-hmm.
So
But the yardage comes up as a fingering.
yeah,
So it's probably a really
yeah,
light sport.
but it's real fun.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make one out of this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm using that for one of my whips, that yarn. Yeah. And then I'm wearing the Extra Light Bright by Wool & Pine, and this is one I showed last week as a finished. And I just did, kind of like 3/4 length sleeves.
I like that length, right past your elbows.
Just right past my elbows. So it's a good transition piece. We have a pretty short summer here, but we do, so it'll be great. But yeah, I love it. And this is done out of Life in the Long Grass, and all the information on it is in my Ravelry project page.
You're so good about updating.
This is the first year I've done it, and
Really?
I'm
just so bad.
I've got a bunch of whips from yesterday to put on, but I'll put on. So I have 4 finished objects. How many do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, then I'll go first. Do it. I'll do it. So the first one is socks, of course, because I always have my socks. So these are the socks. I have 2 of them that I did out of the Schopel. Is this a
Das Par?
Das Par. Is this a 75/25? I think.
Yeah.
And I don't have the tag, but yeah. So I've got 2 shorty pairs.
They're the ones that
kind of.
It comes like in one. It looks like one skein, but when you take it apart to wind it, it's 2.
It's 2.
It's
so
separated.
And I didn't look. I mean, my gosh, they are pretty close.
They are. They're so cute.
So first finished.
First finished project. Yay! Well, I finally finished my Mondim Socks. I can't say that word. So I got these 2 done. I only put one on a blocker. But this was my Colorado trip yarn, but I finally finished them. It's just got a real fun lace down the front. And then when you get to the cuff, you go all the way. And then this is stuff I got from Nancy a million years ago. Sexy Cowboy. But I really
who doesn't love a little sexy cowboy on their feet?
But I really love the green with the purple in that. And there are flecks of green, but I love green and purple together. So these are super fun. So I'm excited about those.
Nice. Now you can put them in your sock drawer.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't wear them yet, but they're fun.
Well, maybe it'll be cold at Disneyland.
No.
I doubt
sweating
it.
the whole time, I'm sure.
All right. Second one I finished. So I just decided to crochet. It was going to be a basket, but it's not going to stand up on its own. So, and this, I didn't use a pattern. I just did 4 strands of fingering. You guys, I have so much fingering scraps, as every knitter does. So I just did 4 strands of fingering, and I think I used maybe a K hook, and that's US terms. I don't know what it is in millimeters. And I just did a round bottom, and then when I thought that I got it as big as I wanted, I went ahead and just knit up straight. And originally I thought it was going to be a basket, but
now it's a project bag.
It's a project bag, so I just put handles on it.
It's so cute. And
it's big.
It could be put a sweater in that.
A sweater, or one of my scrappy blankets.
Oh, that would be fun.
So yeah, so I got this done. I'm kind of glad that it doesn't stand up by its own because I have cats, and they would immediately be in it because cats. If I fits, I sits, type of thing.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, and it was fun. I used about 4 skeins of yarn total, not quite the full skeins. So but it's always good to kind of get some yarn out of your stash.
We were talking about favorite scrap blankets yesterday.
Yeah.
Trying to think of ones that we could do, but because I have a lot of those odds and ends.
And I've got I've got 3 Scrappy blankets.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4 blankets total, but 3 of them are Scrappy. One of them I haven't cast on. It's on the WIP wall. I keep hoping to roll it because it's the sweet shop blanket.
Okay, so my next one is, all my patterns are all messed up here. My tank that I was working on. So it is blue sky fibers. It's just a little boat neck tank. It's got a really fun slip stitch down the side. And I made it so it's just, it really is just like hip bone length. So I can wear it with skirts and high-waisted pants and stuff. I've been wearing it a lot already. I've only finished it recently and I've probably worn it 3 times. Super, super fun. It is the, let's look at this, the Soho top by Kadri. Worsted weight. So this is a 50 cotton, 50 wool by Blue Sky Fibers. I think I said that, but yeah, just it's got fun drape. It's, even though it's worsted weight, it's not. It's really light.
Yeah, with the cotton and stuff in it. Yeah, and like I've always said, merino. I mean, I wear sweaters year round because merino is such a regulating temperature fiber that I'd rather wear a merino top than like a polyester top.
It's so funny. So I made this the back. It's reversible. I don't know if you can tell. Not too much, but there's a row here.
Oh, I can see it when you set it down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. But it doesn't.
Well, what I did was I started knitting. I've always knit continental, but obviously I've got these braces on my hands. I have really bad arthritis. And so knitting English style is a lot easier on my hands. But what I did here was accidentally go to continental, and it looks like I put an extra knit row in there where I wasn't supposed to have it. So I just put that back.
Yeah, just have your hair over it.
Yeah,
no one's going to see it.
Nobody's going to know. But yeah, it's really interesting. My tension is so different knitting English versus continental.
You know, and I don't think, I mean, if anybody is that close, they're too close. They ought to be buying you dinner first and talking to your husband.
So interesting. I mean, it's like so different, but that's okay. Nobody will know. Except for you all that are watching.
Yeah,
I just told
you guys know now. If you see her, and just kind of
you're gonna be like, look at that shirt. Yeah, point away.
All right, it's done. It is done. Alpine Bloom.
So beautiful.
It's done. It is so big. It's big, but it is done.
It's beautiful.
And Alpine Bloom. Is this Andrea?
No, Caitlin Hunter.
Caitlin Hunter. Yes, I should have these pulled up. So, yeah, we all kind of did a little knit along here, and the plan was to wear them at flock. I don't know if I'll wear mine or not. It's pretty boxy, and I did on the bottom and the sleeves. I didn't do the lace that the pattern called for. I did this kind of a little trim, just a an eyelet trim and stuff.
So cute.
Just to, it kind of matches the neckline. But yeah, so it is so done. This is done out of Trilogy Yarns Glamorous Base in the blush colorway. And then I used a Zauber ball for this. And it's got some, it's got a little bit of variation. There's like a darker row right there. It's real subtle.
It's beautiful.
I'm glad it's done. I wish it fit. I will not do another one. There's too many good sweaters. I mean, this is a good sweater.
No, it's a fun sweater.
It's
but
a
you
fun
don't need
sweater.
More than one
I don't need more than one. No. Very seldom do I do. There's a couple that I do several of, and like the ranunculus. People were talking. How many? Some people.
One of our friends has done 8. Yeah, she's got her 9th one on the
so but you can change it up. You can do different sleeve length,
longer
and stuff.
sleeves, shorter sleeves. Yeah.
So Pine Bloom done.
Cute.
Done in the books.
In the books. So I finished this cute little shorty sock. This is Madeline Tosh, and then I used a perennial bright color. But I want to take it off so you can see this cute little eyelet down the top. It's
so
real
cute.
Yeah. You just cast on, and then it's top down. I'll find the pattern and then she'll put it in show notes because I'm looking on my iPad and I can't find it. I've made probably 6 pairs of these.
What a great stash buster, you know.
Because it's like
yeah.
hardly any yarn and it's just a tiny, and you just use tiny bits of contrast for this little around the ankle. They're really great for like Birkenstocks in the winter because they come just up over your heel, or for like clogs. Like if you wear dance goes, these are really great for clogs at any time of year.
Yeah,
but super fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to wear socks in the summer, I don't even own any store done socks.
Yeah.
So I'll do shorty socks in the summertime. There again, you know, your feet don't sweat and they don't stink.
I did a Kitchener, obviously, on this, and it turned out really ugly.
Oh, well,
because they've been doing so many toe up.
Yeah, who's gonna know?
Nobody's gonna know. It's gonna be in my shoe.
Yeah,
but
cute,
super fun.
Yeah,
just gotta love the speckles from the Mantosh, and yeah,
it's such
super fun
summer.
Yeah, super fun
summer.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, and I have one more WIP, and I'm gonna pull this up because
no, one more finished.
You know, as you're looking for your glasses, this is, let me go to Ravelry because, so this is the Candelariella?
Candelariella?
Something like that, by Teddy Lutzak.
We just like to butcher all the words.
So anyway, here it is. I love it. I love it.
That is so pretty.
Here it is in all its glory.
You are in your pink and purple.
I am in my pink and purple era. And this was, I bought this yarn last year at Flock. This is Fiber Hustle yarn. So I am going to reach out to Aaron and see if he wants to display it this year at Flock as a sample. I absolutely love it. And
so pretty.
Of course, I didn't bring the colors. The main color is the Bornak. Okay. And I believe the variegated is called This Is My Wedding Look.
So cute.
And I think it might be a 75-25 because I finished it and put it in Ravelry, but I didn't put it in there.
It's cute.
So I just did a little contrast stripe on the cuffs and the hems. I did the twisted rib. So yeah, this is just gorgeous, and it fits. It's not too big. There's a little bit of positive ease, but I can't wait to wear this because this one was a fun knit, and the color work was fun. I just think
adorable.
It's a fun sweater. So yes,
so pretty. Yeah, might have that color look really like addictive. You know, like you just want to keep doing.
So as cute. Is most color work. You know, but yeah. So gosh, what do we have? 7 WIPs or 7 FOs between us. Yeah. Who are we? Oh, I know. We're knitters.
We're knitters.
We're knitters. That's who we are. All right. I have 9 WIPs, 8 which are new cast-ons from the cast-on party. And how many do you have?
I have 4, maybe 5.
So maybe I'll do a couple.
Yep.
The only one that I have that is not a new WIP is my Dustland blanket by Stephen West. And so I rolled this. Most of you know, well, not most of you, because we have a lot of new subscribers. So I was a very monogamous knitter up until about a year ago, and I got broke of that, and I got broke really hard. And
broke like nobody I've ever known before.
And so what I have is I have an IKEA cubby in my office, and it's a 16 cube cubby, and 9 of those squares are WIPs, and then the other, what would that be? 7. Math is hard. The other 7 cubbies I have baskets in that are full of scraps. It's mostly just scraps, so I have a lot of scraps. And every Friday, I have this really amazing dice app on my iPad. And so every Friday, I roll the dice and it tells me which project to work on for the week. So, 2 weeks ago, no, last week, I rolled the Dustland blanket. And the project keeper is where I was at. So I've done that much. So it's just it is just
It's like a sampler.
Thank
almost.
you. Words. Yeah. It's 3 different stitch sections and you just repeat them. And I am doing the medium sized blanket, so it's going to be a nice throw when it's done.
So pretty.
And I'm using Trilogy Yarns Silky Yak Decay, which is a merino, silk, and nylon blend. So it almost feels chenille, but it doesn't worm like the chenille yarns. So this will be a long-term project. I think I have 10 skeins. It is DK.
It's
So I have
almost
10
brown, but it's almost purple.
Yeah, it's in the egg or in the eggplant colorway. So it's got the yak yarn is a darker base to start with. So when you dye over the yak, it gives it just some depth of color.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I loved dyeing yak yarns. And yak is just such a super fiber. It's a warm fiber. And I think I'm not a spinner. I think it's a shorter staple, but it doesn't pill. All yarns pill. All yarns are going to pill. But in this, but even,
I guess that's true.
Yeah, even, just because you're going to get the rub. So I've got several sweaters out of this. It doesn't pill as much as like a cashmere yarn does for being such a soft yarn. And I know the rule of thumb I always thought was the softer the yarn, the more it's going to pill.
Oh.
And eventually it stops pilling. You just have to, treat your stuff. So that is the only WIP I have that is not a cast on, not a current cast on. And I counted my WIPs this morning, and I had 18. And with what I cast on yesterday, that leads me to 26 WIPs. And I have 27 spots.
So she's going to cast one more on.
I'm going to cast one more on. And at the end of the podcast, I'll show you what I got to cast on. But yeah, because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Gotta keep those cubbies full.
Gotta keep the cubbies full, and it's enjoying to me. It's exciting. I haven't hit that knitting slump that I usually hit in the summer when it's hot because I get to roll the dice and I'm excited to pick up the next project. Yeah. And full disclosure, if I roll a project that is a non-social knitting project, and I have a few of those, I may just pick up another. I may pull an easier one for social knitting. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. Should I do another? Because
do another one because
I've got like 2 for all of yours.
Yeah, way more.
Okay. So my car project, I cast on another pair of socks, and I used only about 25 grams of the shop. Oh, that's not my shop. So, I mean, I'm still working on this one. So I'm going to do another shorty pair, and I just pulled out a neutral gray for the heels, toes, and cuffs.
Cute.
So that's where I'm at. So this will go back into my car, and my little markers because I count my rows. But yeah, so another pair. The other pair I made is for my mother. I'm getting her sock supply built up, so this will be for me. So
when you use those markers, how do you count? What is it?
I count every 10 rows. I put one marker on as soon as I finish my increases for my toes, and then I count every 10 rows, and I know how many rows to knit for what size sock I'm doing before I start my heel.
Wow. And then
I just will take, I'll take this.
And put another one up and put it on.
Yeah, so say
I'm
not going to count here because.
And that's 10.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So just pretend that is 10 there. And that way my socks are the same size. And if I'm doing, most of the socks I make are the same size, except for when I do socks for my sister, because Mom must have bound her feet when she was little because
she's
she
got
had
little
short feet.
Fun.
But I don't think she did that. I think she yeah, so that way I don't, some people will have, the sock rulers or have templates. One of the gals that comes up here has templates. Was that Marcy? I think.
Yeah, she draws her feet.
Yeah, and then she makes them on cardstock or heavy cardboard, and so she can measure. But
put her foot in all the time.
yeah.
Fun. Okay, one of mine. I didn't get very far. Yesterday.
You were busy being a host.
I was hosting, and a lot of people were. We had our Christmas and July sale, so if you're in the area, that's through tomorrow. 20% off everything in the store, so it's a great time to come by and pick out your some yarn for projects. But this is how far I got on my DRK Everyday Cardi. It's super cute with these. She's got these big wood buttons. It's got a folded collar. It's pretty fitted, but it is. I'm using Ironmore Light, which is a dongle tweed from Fiber Company, sport weight, and it is just a luscious. I love a tweed, and it's a luscious tweed to work with. So this is my first. Yeah, I needed a neutral color cardigan. I have some pink ones and dark colored ones, but I just needed a light colored cardigan. So, and I really think this one will keep me busy because it's got some really fun detail down the edges on the front and the back, like at the raglan. So I think it's going to keep me busy, and I'm going to be excited about this one. So,
have you done any of the DRK pullovers?
No.
See, have
you done?
I've done that. I no longer have it because it doesn't fit me, and I think I don't know if I gave it to one of the granddaughters or if I donated it. If you live in this area, check out the thrift stores because as I continue to lose weight, I just donate my sweaters if nobody wants them. So.
I do want to make a pullover as well, but I'm in need of a cardigan. So I started there. Yeah.
All right. So one that I cast on the Shifty by Andrea Mowry. And I was gifted some cotton yarn. It's Pearl Soho's. Sorry for the crinkle. Here. Pearl Soho Santolina, which is 70% organically grown cotton, 20% rayon, and 10% hemp. I don't know how well you can see that. And I had 7 skeins, and the pattern calls for 4. So I started. So this is all I got. I thought what I would do is cast on a project and work on it for an hour yesterday, and then I'm going to spend a day on each project before it goes back on the WIP wall. And this one, most of the projects I already had on the needles before I came. This was not my first cast on party, and I know that if you're casting on,
it's not your first rodeo.
Not my first rodeo. And if you're casting on a lot of stitches and people are talking and you're talking, I cast this on 3 times. That's all I need to say. But the 3rd time, I tried a new cast on one of the gals had showed us, which was a double loop cast on. And it's a very stretchy cast on. So I did that. And it's very easy. It's not like a long tail where you have to, measure how much yarn and guess. You just start and go. So double loop cast on, and I think I got 2 rows done. But the colors, the fade sequence I'm going to use is, so I start with the gray, and then I'm going to go into this real pale teal, and then I'm going to go this way, blue, and then purple on the top. Oops, I'm just going to flip it. Watch me juggle yarns on no sleeve. Okay, so that is the sequence of the fade.
So pretty.
So yeah,
it's so soft.
It's very soft. It's got the sheen to it, but it's got an interesting twist. The plies on there are very interesting. It's almost with that, when I was doing that double loop cast on, it's not very, it's not very slick. It's grippy. But with the other stuff in it, with the rayon and the hemp, I'm not having to do a full sweater out of 100% cotton, because that would be hard. You know, cotton is hard to work with. I love working with cotton blends. So, yeah, this one will get some work.
Do you think you'll do long sleeves, or will you do three-quarter?
I'm going to do long sleeves. The one you had here, was it short sleeve?
No.
It was long sleeve.
I love that 3/4 length.
And maybe I'll do 3/4 length.
Just because it is a more summery yarn. It might be kind of fun to do
a 3/4 length. Yeah.
So cute.
So, and then these were the other colors that I was gifted. They're all pretty light. A beige, a pink, and then kind of a white. So something will be done with these.
Those are really cute.
To be determined.
That'd be a really cute stripy tank top or a t-shirt. You should do.
I could do a t-shirt.
Like the, is it the Lusk?
Oh, no, the Tulsa tee.
Yes.
Yes, I could do the Tulsa tee.
Or the new Beth McDonald one. Have you seen her new one?
Yes.
Would be.
Yeah, because that's got the stripes.
It's stripes and then contrasting color.
Yes, I could. Oh.
Let me just help you with.
I am not going to cast that on today, though. But
oh,
yes,
come on, it'd be so cute.
I've seen it. In fact, I watch Wool and Wine Ladies podcast, and she was doing a test knit for Beth McDonald Stone out of it.
I can't remember the name of it.
If you go to the HOTS, or just go to Beth McDonald Stone. Talk amongst yourself while we're
mango tea.
Mango. Yeah.
It's so cute, but I can totally picture you in this. How cute is it? You guys, how cute would that be? Oh my god.
It is cute.
So cute. That would be so cute with those 3 colors.
And I already have 2 of her sweaters on the needles, so why not one more?
Why not one more?
Okay, should I do another?
Yeah, go for it.
So, I have so many project bags here. I just left everything here last night. I thought I'm not even taking it.
You should have just spent the night.
Well, except I had company staying.
Oh, that's true.
So, this is yarn that I got here at the shop, and this is the Universal Color Burst yarn. And it is a blend. It is what is it? It is.
It's like superwash with a tiny bit of acrylic.
Yeah.
Yeah. 65% superwash, 35% acrylic.
And so it's just. I chose the kind of lime green and the teal, and it does stripe up. So I decided to cast on the Lusk. So this is the new one by Crayabea Knits. And if you guys have ever worked with her patterns, like the Tulsa tee, it's, you buy the pattern, you have a gazillion different variations. You can do an eyelet, you can do stripes, you can do it in fingering, you can do it in decay. So I opted to do mine in, I was going to do with the eyelets, but I decided I would just let the yarn do the work. I'm going to pull the pattern up so you can see it if you're not familiar with it. So this is the Lusk.
That's so cute.
It's so cute. So this is, you start with the back, and it's really cute. I'm gonna kind of jumping around. If you can see on the shoulders, the shoulder seam sits on the back, and I hope you can see that. Yeah. The shoulder seam kind of sits back, so you start flat with the back. Here's the top, and then you'll go around and increase, and eventually you'll come to the front, and then without giving too much away, I think you cast on and join it in the round. And yeah, so
it has multiple weights for your yarns too. Wow.
Yeah,
I might have to
it's
get
great.
that one.
So,
Because I have some of this in tan and cream that I want to cast another t-shirt on before too long.
this is a single ply yarn. So it's you kind of have to pay attention that you don't split it, but it's really, really soft. And I like the soft fibers. I'm pretty sensitive. So,
Fun.
all
I
right.
love that. I'm going with the blue theme here.
Yes, and I do the pink thing.
Right. So we got a new yarn in the store. It's actually new to Fiber Company as well. It's called Transitions. So to me, it reminds me of it's a gradient yarn, similar to like a Zobber ball would be, but it's alpaca and Highland wool, so 50-50. It's a sport weight, 100 grams, with 328 yards for $24, so it's very reasonable. And this is a blue. It's not coming up very good, but this is a blue, and it's got some hints of teal and even purple in it. But I am working on the
Hitchhiker.
per Nancy's recommendation.
This
but
is
look
why
at
we
how
do
fun
teas.
that is. Like, you can't see it as much, but it's just going to be such a fun, soft shawl and quick.
Yeah, and Hitchhiker is a great pattern. There again, you can do. I've done it with eyelets in it, and it's a single skein project.
Yeah, you just keep going
until you're out of yarn.
Yeah.
So, and it's a pretty mindless. So it's fun.
Very mindless, and
Yes.
it's I love the way the colors are changing on it, and I think there's 6 different hues. They've done a really great job. So.
And what is this?
Sport weight.
No, the makeup.
Oh, it's
100%.
50 alpaca, 50 Highland wool.
Oh yeah. So it's got that little bit of halo and super soft.
Yeah. And super easy to knit with. It's got a nice
shifting
twist to it.
hues. Yeah, she got some pretty colors.
Got some new ones. Yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah,
looking at it, but you have to kind of stop it.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Draw the line. 27 projects. That's not including the stash. So the next one that I cast on is called the Comeback Tee.
I'm doing that too.
And I think this is also
Come back again cardigan.
Or yeah, Comeback Cardigan. Sorry, Comeback Cardigan. And I am actually doing this as a sample garment for Heart to Heart Knitting and Pole's Bow. And the yarn that she asked me to make it out of is Cricket, yeah, which is it's a
Kelborn,
100% merino. It is a fingering, and so it's just this gray, and it's a little bit tweedy, but it feels like there's linen in it. Doesn't it feel like there's linen? It does. It's got that linen-y, stiff feel to it, and so this is as far as I got. A pocket. I did a pocket.
So is that where she has you start? That's so
that's where the pattern starts. You start with the pocket because you start with the pocket and then you just put them on waste yarn or barber cords, and then as you're knitting up, I think you pick it up and knit the bottom. So this is the cut. So you knit the bottom in the pocket into it, because pockets, we were talking about pockets last night. We need pockets.
Those buttons are adorable.
Aren't those cute buttons too?
So I had did you hear me when I was telling the girls last night that a gal is making some yarn bowls for us?
Yeah.
And she's a local woman that recently quit her day job to go do pottery full time, and she's gonna make ceramic buttons.
Yes.
So I was like, that would be perfect.
Well, I will let Lisa put the buttons on it.
I'll
let her pick buttons. I think she carries buttons in her store. But yes. So this is a fun. It's just a it's like a double seed stitch. Come back. Oh, that's what it's called. So it's a looks like a double seed stitch.
So cute.
So kind of mindless, but not just stockinette. so you're not totally bored.
So
And
fun.
then, did I do 2?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm so
So,
excited to share.
I don't think I even showed you this one, so this is as far as I got on this. But this, I've been wanting to make this forever, and I was so happy because look at my Italian.
Oh, did you do it?
I did tubular cast on.
Oh, you guys.
I did it.
Is this your first one?
No, I've done it before, but isn't that fun? And I watched a really great video of how to do it in the round. But I'm really happy with it. So it's a kind of a creamy color. But what I'm making is the Norma sweater.
Is that a petite knits?
This is my favorite thing.
Oh.
So this has been on my wish list forever. So my color is this cream and this tan. And then my little dips are going to be the teal.
Fun.
So that's my color. And it's all blue sky. So I'm pretty
Is
excited.
that worsted?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that'll go fast.
Hopefully it's going to go fast. Size 8 needles. So.
And, you know, stripes. Stripes always go fast. It's like, I just want to get to the next stripe.
Yeah. So I think it'll be fun. It's been on my wish list for a really long time. And I am really excited to make it.
You've done several of those my favorite things, Pat. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. I see them and I keep thinking I should.
I really like them. I mean, I think that they're really... I mean, they've taken off, and a lot.
Are you going to do the sleeves?
I am. I probably am not going to do them quite like so oversized.
They're oversized
They're
and really
bulky,
long.
yeah, and really long. I think little tiny people can get away with the oversized look a lot better than.
And I think younger people.
Yes, younger people. So.
Not that I'm saying you're old.
Not that you're saying I'm old.
I'm saying no. If I'm saying you're old, then Lordy, I'm ancient. So
no. Yeah,
I'm like her mother's age.
No, you're not. No,
might be.
You're like, I have a sister.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm like
you're like my cool big
sister.
sister.
Yeah. Cool.
My cool big sister.
All right. So another sample that I'm doing is the tilted cowl. I have done so many of these. Honestly, I don't care for the picture because I don't care for the colors. And that's a personal opinion. But it's a really nice longer bandana cowl. Sometimes you just want that without having to mess with the scarf look. And I am doing this one for Trilogy Yarns. So I'm using the Trilogy Yarns Glamorous Base, which is my favorite base. And so I'm starting, I'll show you. This is as far as I got. I just did the garter tab cast on. And so you start making like a shawl, and then when it's so many stitches, you join it, and then you go in the round. So you increase at the center spine, decrease at the back spine. And this is really a sampler. You've got garter stripes, you have stockinette with pearl bumps in it, you have lace work. It's just, like I say, this is
so pretty.
Yeah. So this color is Jewel. So this would be my first color. This is Jasper, which will be my second. And Jasper, if you can see it, it's got a little bit of some blue blips in it. And then Dusty Mauve is going to be, let's do this, is my third color.
You know what? That would make, what was the turtle poof?
This would be pretty in the turtle poof, yeah.
Yes,
as
or
a fade.
lento.
Any fade. This is just pretty. So this is a sample that I'm making. Carrie, the owner of Trilogy Yarns, will be vending at Fiber Love Retreat in September. So
does she have that in the Surrey or the mohair?
I believe it's on the website. Yeah.
To do that with it and make the turtle poof or a lento.
I know where you can get it. Yeah,
I might have to.
Jasper is such a pretty color.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So this will be the tilted cowl, which is, and I haven't told this to Carrie. If you're watching Carrie now, you're hearing it from me. Normally when I do sample garments, I give them. This one I think I'll keep. But I'll let
Sorry.
her borrow it. She can borrow it as long as she needs it. But either that or actually with, it takes about 50 grams for each color. So I might make it for her and then just keep the leftover yarn
And make yourself
and make
another
myself
one.
one. So
I love that variegated one.
mhm. Yeah. In fact, Rena's doing a sample for Carrie out of this, the Tegna? This is the one
I don't know, but that is so pretty.
so pretty. And it goes. It just goes. It's such a good neutral, and it goes with
Mhm.
so many colors. So that is the tilted cowl.
Tilted cowl. That's adorable. I have one left. Like I said, I didn't get very far yesterday, but look at this cute bag I got. It was a kit from Salty Blonde Fibers and Beautiful Sister. We've had Salty Blonde in the shop for a few weeks.
And she's out of Colorado, right?
She's out of Colorado.
Is she going to be at Flock?
She's going to be at Flock.
Awesome.
Her name's Ryan. She's amazing. This is Effervescent. Look at how cute this is. So these are going to be my Disneyland socks. So I got these. It's like pinks and teals and purples and greens, and then these are the minis that went with it. So I'm going to make me and my granddaughter matching socks. So I got just the toes of Blakely's cast on, but 2 at a time.
2 at a time. Toe up.
Toe up. 24-inch circular, 24-inch needles.
It's my go-to. You do 2 circulars.
2 circulars, yeah. A lot of times when I teach people, I have one bamboo or wood and one metal, but
it's easy. Yeah.
But
you've done it enough.
I've done it enough. Yeah. And I think I'm just going to do a 3x1 on the top and then around the ankle and the flat on the bottom. So.
And then, are you going to go then to like a 2x2 rib or a 1x1?
Probably a 1x1.
Yeah. Be real cute with a little 1x1 twisted.
Yep.
Twisted
Be
rib.
super fun. So yeah, this will be my vacation project. So
fun.
Hopefully they'll.
And while you're in queue to ride the rides.
Yes. Put it in my backpack.
I know. I don't know if you guys watch Knit 365, Martin from the UK. Him and his family are in Disney World, and so he's every now and then showing pictures of him crocheting while he's in line or in the restaurants having a cold beverage.
Oh, heck yeah. I always have it with me everywhere I go.
You have to. All right, so the next one I cast on is Beth McDonald Stone, and it is Get Out of the Pool. And those of you that have watched know that I'm doing a Get Out of the Pool in a DK weight, and so she just released it for fingering weight. And the reason she calls it Get Out of the Pool, it's for hand-dyed yarns. It's done flat, so you don't get the pooling. You get more of a long color repeat change. And I had the perfect yarn for this. This was some that I kept when I sold Trilogy Yarns. And this is Rosebud Motel. This is the color that I'm doing. So it's berries and pinks and greens. And I'm in the middle of a road. This is where we were when we got word last night that the road was open. And it's like, I'm out of here because it was getting dark. So you start right at the neck or at the top with your ribbing, and then you just go into garter stitch. And I did not realize it was garter stitch you go into, so I think I did like 2 rows of stockinette. I'm not ripping it out. So I just went to garter. Nobody's going to know. Well, everybody's going to know now. But so this is my Get Out of the Pool in the Rosebud Motel colorway, which was a Schitt's Creek reference. I honestly had 2 cups of coffee this morning too.
So good.
Okay, so I did that one. The next one I did. Look at this bag. 3 sheets to the wind. So got it at Flock. this is, oh, okay, so this is another sample that I'm doing for Carrie that may be, well, I'm really sure. Okay, come on. I've made it big and now I can't make it go away. Another sample garment that she will be showing at the Fiber Love Retreat. And this is the Half Moon Oracle. And it is by Kristen Lair. Used to be Woolen Vines.
That's really pretty.
So it's lace and it's brioche and yeah, lace and brioche. So the colors that I'm doing, and here again, this is one that takes like 50 grams of each color. So I was going to keep this, but I may keep one, make one. Make one, keep one. So these are the colors I'm using. So
those are so pretty.
Jewel for the top, Electric Lime for the middle, and this one is a new colorway, this dark blue. It is her Deep Blue Sea. So I'm starting with Jewel, the pink, and then I'm going to go on to the Electric Lime and the Deep Blue Sea. So I got as far as the first brioche section yesterday. And it's flat brioche. It's done flat. And I don't want to stretch it too far so you can see it. So I started with the pink, and then I introduced the Electric Lime. So there's my brioche.
So pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So a little bit of eyelet in the top, and then brioche. And you know, with the brioche, it's going to be totally a reversible shawl. So I'll brioche with the pink and the green, and then I'll brioche with the green and the blue, and then I brioche with the blue and the, well, it's not really pink, it's jewel tone with the jewel.
It's like a pale raspberry.
Yeah, or amethyst color. So that was a cast on. Oh my gosh, how many more do I have? I have one more. Nope. Yep, one more.
I feel like I can't compete.
So this is the Bio Balance.
Like I have on.
Yeah, just like what she's wearing. And this is in the color number 25. So it's like a real pale teal. Gorgeous. And I was debating between making the Joplin shirt and the Cabana tee. So I did decide to do the Joplin. The Cabana, I have yarn for that, but it won't be started for a while. So this is absolutely gorgeous. It's got that lace detail on it.
Pretty. What?
This is by Kadri. Yeah. It's got quite a bit of positive ease. I think it's 8 inches maybe of positive ease. It should say right there. 8 inches positive ease. I didn't do quite that much. So this one you start with the shoulders. And I think you start with the front shoulders and then you put them on holders and you do your increases and you put them on holders and then you do the back and then you join it. So this is fun. This is a really, how much does it soften it? Oh my gosh, it softens up a lot. So this is the Joplin that I'm gonna do.
What size needle is that?
Tiny. It's a 2. Yeah.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty. I like doing fingering weight sweaters on small needles though. I like the drape, and I'm a pretty fast knitter, so it doesn't. Oh yeah, so I'm done with this one. As I say, I've got just an end, but I had finished this one, so it needs to go onto waste yarn, and I'll cast on the other size.
Cute.
And that, my friends, is it. I want to show you the yarn I got though in the. Oh, I love this yarn for our gift exchange. Arcane Dye Works. Isn't that pretty? I see colorwork sweater in this. Yeah, I totally see a colorwork sweater. Pinks and purple. I mean, it's in a little bit of yellow, gold. Right up my. I mean, it was just. I think everybody that drew their yarn was just
so
like, it's
happy.
my colors.
Yes.
It's my colors.
I didn't bring mine out, but mine was definitely my colors.
Yeah.
So fun.
Okay, so the other one that I want to cast on to make it 27, and comment below if you think I should or if you think I've totally lost my mind. Have you seen the Rhinebeck sweater? The ooey gooey. Ooey gooey is, let's see if I can, it's gonna disappear, I'm sure.
Pretty.
Andrea Mowry.
There it is.
Ooey gooey. It's mosaic color work. It's done in sport weight. So like Nettie said, she's having a sale. You can't turn down a good sale.
20% off.
20% off. So I picked up these two colors. So the dark Cabernet color is Fiber Company Acadia, and it's wool and silk, is it? 60% wool, 20% alpaca, 20% silk.
It's just like butter.
It is like butter.
So beautiful.
So that, and then for the color work, I got the Suro Fiber Company, and this is 40% alpaca, 40% cotton, and 20% wool. So it's got the little halo.
It's a sport weight.
It's a sport weight. It feels like the Surrey. So these are going to be the colors that I'm going to do in it. So
it's gonna be gorgeous.
If you think I should cast it on, let me know, because
I think you should, because I want to see it.
I probably should. I'm not going to Rhinebeck this year, but I probably should cast it.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I might have to, because I really have been wanting to use that Suro for something, and so I might have to copy you.
Or I could do it as a sample for the shop if you want for a while. If I, get it done. I think it'll go pretty fast. Mosaic. I love mosaic.
Yeah. So
you get in the rhythm and.
Yeah. That's interesting that it's not actually stranded.
Yeah. Which I like. So yeah. So if you want it as a sample, I will have to cast it on.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any shop news you want to talk about?
Shop news.
Look at your board.
Yeah, I know, right? Look at my board. We're doing an ice dyeing yarn class next Friday, the 25th, with a local hand dyer here.
And this is ice dyed fabric.
Ice dyeing. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, the information's on the website. It's going to be from 12 to 4. We have some fun color combinations.
And it's going to be hot, so the ice should dye.
The ice
should melt fast.
It'll melt fast. We can put it on that side where it's direct sun. We just finished our cast-on party. So we are doing a retreat here in December 12th through the 14th. And we're going to do it. It's in Post Falls at Ross Point Campground. So it's right off of I-90, just like 5 minutes. So it's really close for people in this area in the Pacific Northwest. So
it's a great campground.
It's a great campground.
Our my local knitting group that we've been together for years, we do a fall retreat there.
Yeah, it's really fun. Everybody is going to get they're letting us have the hotel room. So everybody will have a bed and a shower, so it's not cabin style, which is, I think, nice for a lot of people.
Nice, yeah.
It's really reasonable. For a single room, it's like $270, and for a double room, it's about $200. So,
and that includes
two meals, 2 nights, 2 meals each day.
Yeah. And then, of course, there'll be the snack table.
And
possibly massage.
We're hoping to get some massage people.
Maybe some fun little projects.
Games, projects. Yeah. We're working on all that. If you have any great ideas for
retreats are fun.
Let us know. But we're excited about that.
Okay, I have a little bit of shop news from Trilogy Yarns. So I am doing her Christmas in July Advent, and so today is the 19th. Here is the first 19 days of her Christmas in July Advent. Look at those colors. So the one at the end is day one. Stitch markers came out. Oh, so in the Advent, where's the hole? Here's the hole. Keep going there. Okay. So you've got, with her Christmas in July Advent, she's doing 31 mini skeins, 20-gram minis. So I will continue to open these, and at the end of the month, I'll show you all 31. She also included a full skein for day 31, and then the goodie bags. This is the project bag that came with it.
Cute.
Isn't that cute? And then these are the point protectors. They're gnomes on surfboards.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that fun?
So cute.
And they're all wrapped in these cute little envelopes, and just little cute Christmas movies or sayings. And then she also included Christmas stocking, and that included a fix-it tool. Everybody needs to have fix-it tools in their repertoire. Candy canes.
Candy canes.
A pin, a button that says
all you need is yarn.
All you need is yarn. The button. This Christmas in July thing, I really think I could really get fun, into. Yeah. Some Christmas candies. So more. The gifts just keep on coming. And little stitch markers that look like little ornaments.
So cute.
So this is the Christmas in July Advent. She also has her Halloween Advent on the website. And I believe today her Christmas Advents are going up for pre-sale. Victorian Country Christmas is her theme. That will include 24 20-gram minis, all the goodies. I think she said there's a bag and a bunch of goodies. And then a full skein for day 25. You will have your option of a fingering or a DK weight. I did this in the fingering. I really think I'm going to get the Victorian Christmas in a DK weight so I can use it in my Scrappy blankets. Oh, yeah. And also, and I'll put a link to her website below, she is discontinuing the plush base, which is a merino cashmere nylon in a fingering, and she's discontinuing her sport base. So plush and sport are all on sale for 20% off, I believe, for another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, week and a half for sure. So if you've ever knit with the plush, it's super, super soft. Stock up on it now. And yeah. So fun.
These are great
colors. Aren't those great colors? So yeah, I've wanted to do, I have done the anthology throw, which is a good Advent project. I really want to do the Radvent cardigan. So it's a side to side, and it's Amba O'Brien. Amba O'Brien always has really fun Advent projects, along with, I think Helen Stewart does a lot too. So, yeah.
Colors are really happy.
Colors are fun. All right. I think we need to wrap this up. I think you need to open the shop.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us this long. It's been a long one. And thanks to all the new subscribers. We've gotten quite a few in the last 2 weeks. So thanks to the subscribers. And you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Be sure and sign up to Nettie's newsletter so you can kind of see what's going on. And I don't know. Yeah. I guess if you're doing Christmas in July, have fun.
Yeah.
And Christmas is fun all year round.
No Christmas music today, though.
I know, she played all the
yesterday
Christmas
was
music.
A lot.
I came in yesterday. I said, "Where's your Christmas tree?" And she goes, "Next year."
Next year.
You know,
I was like, we can flock the windows.
I know, yeah. Just
be some fun.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. Oh, so much food. So much laughter. So
That's
much
great.
knitting.
Yeah,
So
that's
anyway,
really good.
have a good couple weeks.
Have a great week.
We'll hear all about your vacation
Yes,
to
when I come back.
Disneyland when you come
Gonna
back.
hit up
Maybe
a
you'll
couple
have
yarn
Disney
stores.
ears. Yeah. All right, everyone. So stay safe, stay sane, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.